Oh, hey, Dallin.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not too much. I think I'm
Oh,
gonna invite Rex and Trisha again
all right.
as soon as I turn my episode of The Office off.
Oh, dude, trust me, been there, done that. You're good. That's my life right now.
The Office.
Oh, yeah. Where'd you say that you worked again, Ethan?
I work in an artisan bakery.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
How do you like that?
It's pretty good. I started. I actually don't work at the bakery anymore.
Yeah.
I started with shaping, and now I do delivery. So I deliver all around Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and Teton Village.
No way. That's way cool.
Yeah. What about you? What do you do?
Oh, I work at a hotel right now. So,
Okay, cool.
yeah, these hours are killing me on sleep schedule.
Oh, yeah. Is it like late or super early?
So that's the thing. Like it varies with them. Like tonight, I have to go in right after this, so I probably won't stay the whole time. But then tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow, then I wake up at like 3 or something like that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I go to work at 4:30. It used to be 3, but now it's 4:30.
Yeah.
In the morning?
Yeah, in the morning.
Who likes to get up that time?
No one. It's killing me. I'm trying to get them to change it to where I don't have to go in so early, or at least not get up so early and then go right back in like 12 hours later.
Although you guys are young, so you probably can handle all that.
Yeah, I was like, for now my body can, but give it a couple weeks, I'm sure I'll be dead tired.
Came
Which
back.
I'm dead tired.
Yeah, I don't know if
Start work at 5 in
I
the
don't know.
morning.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I buy that young argument.
Yes, I'm dead always. I wish I could.
Start getting that gray hair, then you know you're not young no more.
So I am starting to get on the sides here now. I don't know why, but I am.
Yes.
Okay, let's see.
I'm gonna invite Trisha again.
This was an interesting thing.
Yeah, it was.
I got notes all over my sheet of paper here, front and back.
Yeah. I liked this one.
And I didn't pick.
This one was easy to follow.
This time. I was wrong on what they did.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, we'll see. I was say because I have to go into work tonight. I only have about 20 minutes here tonight, but I'll definitely throw in everything that I know about it.
I thought this guy's name sounded familiar, and I finally figured out what. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
He's the representative from Montana that body slammed the reporter in that special election this spring. Got mad at the guy and body slammed.
Oh, that's interesting.
And he ended up winning the election a day or two later. The guy was a British reporter for the, man, what was it? British paper. Anyway. Yeah. Ran for governor and lost in a close race. And he ran for representative. And a couple days before the election, it was a reporter from The Guardian. Asked him a question. He just went wacko on the guy. Grabbed the guy and body slammed him, man.
Oh my gosh.
He took him down and body slammed him. WWF, man, style. You can hear the audio. I mean, they tried to spin a little bit, but you hear the ball. I just get fed up with these questions. You guys are always after me or something like that. Boom. Took the guy down. And then he won the election. And it was a tight race, and actually won pretty comfortable. Well, the people voting didn't care. In fact, they might have got better turnout. Yeah. Oh, God.
All right. Well, I have invited Trisha several times, and I just sent her a text asking if she was going to come. But I think that since Dallin has to leave early, oh, she said that she's trying to get in, so I'll try and.
And this is a quick one too. He's only got the 4 questions.
Good.
Except for I got notes on the back and passed my 4 questions. Because I was trying to do the pros and cons and stuff of the IPO, sell, and grow. Like I said, I picked the wrong one. Dang it. In fact, I thought that was the worst option. So, that's what we ended up doing. I thought it was the worst. I got no, maybe, and yes. That was my options that I put down. And yes, the one they went with was my no.
Really?
Yep.
Did they go for the IPO?
They did.
Oh.
No way.
That's.
Yep, 2004. We only raised $41 million in IPO.
Okay.
But 2011, Oracle bought the business for $1.5 billion, so I guess they didn't go too far wrong. I don't know how much the company owned then, but, you know, up to this point, he had 60% of it, so. Anyway. Yeah, I guess it depends on the valuation. You know. Let's see, for the IPO, I only had a valuation of about 150 to 200 million. That's what I figured they'd be at if they went IPO, or the other, they'd have a lot more. Selling was the best money for according to my numbers. My numbers were working out. Anyway.
All right. Well, I've invited Trisha like 8 times. Maybe her computer's having issues. We should probably get started though.
She might have switched like she did the one time.
What's that, Rex?
You might have to switch computers. Like, didn't she do that one time where she had to switch to a different computer?
She might have. Oh, there she is.
For the record, Google Hangout sucks.
Amen, sister.
Hey, we all got what the heck? I think it's user error.
It would not let me in.
And my camera's on for about 5 seconds tonight. Oh, look at this. It can be on for, see how long it stays on now before it shuts down.
Hey, there he is.
There it goes. Yeah.
All right. Cool. I guess I can lead the discussion tonight since I haven't done it yet. But we should probably get started since Dallin has to leave in like 10 or 15 minutes, right?
Yeah, probably about 15 right now.
Okay. So,
I had these grandiose plans of starting to write my paper tonight because we're going to go to the Meridian Temple open house tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Got our reservations and everything.
Sweet.
Here it's pretty.
Yeah, it's going to be nice, I think.
Yeah. Okay, what were you saying, Ethan?
oh, so do you guys want to get started right now?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yep.
All right.
Yep, let's.
So the first question is, what value would you place on right now technologies? So, who wants to go first?
I got like at least, you know, probably 260 million. If the one company's willing to pay them 150, 258 to, what was it, 387 million,
Yeah.
buy them out. So I figure they're at least worth, 260.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to pull up all my stuff.
And in 2000, they were valued at 129. So
Yeah. And I got several different valuations based on their revenue. That's how I based it.
okay,
So what I did was I looked at their 2000 valuation of 129 million, and then I divided that by what it said their revenue was for that year, and I got a result of 11. And so I don't know if I'm doing this correctly, probably not, but of 11, and then I extrapolated it to their 2003 revenue, which was 35 million, and then I extrapolated it to their forecasted revenue for 2004, which they were forecasting 60 million revenue that year. And it ended up for their forecasted valuation to be 660 million.
Wow.
But who knows if that's right or not? That's just what made sense to me.
Right.
So we
that's
put
it.
it at
But,
sounds good.
I say keep the company if you're worth that.
Trying to see how I got my numbers again. I got 255 million. To go back through it.
Oh, and then real quick, with their 2003 results, I think I got about 400 million. I think 396 million.
Right.
See, that's right in there.
Yeah, I was about to say, I probably just did mine wrong.
That's right in there. That's the top of where the one company was, the acquiring company said they'd pay. If you did the 129 times 3, that would be 387 million is what they're offering. They said they'd pay 2 to 3 times their last evaluation, which is 129 million. They're overwhelmed with that number. There's 5 or 6. The post-money valuation was 129. The step up in evaluation was underwhelming, given the company's explosive growth in 2000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because their 2000 or December of 99 revenue, or when they got 16.4 million, they were evaluated at 100 million then. When they get another 16 million in a Series B round, and they're only worth 129 million. So yeah, they were probably pretty underwhelmed.
I bet.
Yeah.
So does anybody else have a valuation, or was that all of them?
I didn't get to
that.
the calculations yet.
Okay.
I got
Cool.
stuck
No
at
worries.
work. So. Yep.
I hate that.
I think
Literally reading it in the car on the way home.
yeah, the way
I know it.
it was the acquisition evaluation. They were going a little bit higher because they wanted to take out the competition. So I don't think it was quite that 258. So I said it could even be down to 200 to 260 million, right in that range. Because I figured the IPO they're going to come in under 200 million in IPO if they went that route.
Cool. So that did it for the first question, and then we discussed how we got our numbers. So that pretty well did it for the second question.
Yeah.
We had ranges and discussed how we came to that conclusion. So third question, if Greg's investors seek a 30 to 50% internal rate of return, what exit value will they expect?
Okay, so I was doing this for the company as a whole, not their individual dollar amount. So if you did, they're rated at 129 in the evaluation. If they want a 30% investment increase on their money, then the company would need to be at 167.7 for 30% increase. So that'd be 30% higher than the 129.
And then about 190-ish for 50%.
193.5 for.
Yeah.
Now it starts getting confusing because it said he maintained 60% of the company. So he must have had stock going somewhere else or whatever percentage of the company going somewhere else. Because I figure when the first investors invested, it was worth 100 million. So the investors would get 16.4% of the company. Then when the investors invested again, the Series B investors invested, it'd be 129 million in valuation, post evaluation. So 16 million to that would give them 12.3 something. I rounded up to 12.4% of the company. So, but you can't really say, well, you can't say, well, 16.4 plus 12.4 equals 28.8, minus that from 100, and he's only got 71.2% of the company. It doesn't really work that way because when those investors come in, they're going to take some of the 16.4% of the company, the other investors, and some of his and whoever else he's got in there. So if I extrapolated that 83.6% that he had after the Series A, he would have like 73.2% of the company. But the case study obviously said on page, what was it, 2, that he had maintained 60% equity in the company.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 60.
Right at the top there. So he must have money out somewhere else, but still, that's pretty strong hold on the company.
Yeah, what was it? He said his. Yeah, what was it? He said his opinion was very important.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like how he put that.
Before you got on, I remembered, I kept thinking, I know this guy's name, but why do I know it? And then when I read a little bit about him, he's the guy, the Republican from Montana that ran in that special election for the House of Representatives. Body slammed that reporter from The Guardian.
Huh.
Yeah.
A couple days later, he won the election. This is the same guy.
That's cool.
Anyway, I felt so special when I figured that out.
Like, oh, man.
Because I kept saying, I know this guy's name. Why do I know this guy's name?
That's funny.
Reading through this. Good old Greg, the body slammer, WWF style. Okay, so are we on to the last question?
I believe so.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay,
This is a quick
so
one tonight.
how do we want to do this? Want to do the IPO first?
Provide your analysis of each of the options Greg is considering. Yeah, might as well.
So what's some of the
I think
pros
with the
with the IPO?
IPO provides, I think it's going to give them a chance to get their name out there a little bit more.
Marketing
Just the
visibility. Yep.
exactly marketing, and it'll be a quick way to raise cash, but it's also going to dilute the
Cash liquidity.
stock quite a bit.
Yep, there we go. I would say that too.
True.
Because being public, you're going to be more visible and you're going to get the shares out there, and you're still going to have a lot of shares in the company.
Yeah.
It said the bankers liked it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
It's
never
true.
a bad thing to having the bankers like it. Okay, so can you think of any other pros?
Sounds good.
I cannot. I can think of lots of cons.
Okay, let's start naming some
The other
I got a few too.
one of the other pros was he had a goal to bring 2,000 jobs to Montana. So that will give him the leverage that he needs to do that.
Sure.
I think that'd be a con actually.
Mm.
Because
No, if he's
they're gonna
he's
lose control of the company more or less.
true, but it'll still be headquartered in the same place. I mean, they're not going to have enough people. We're going to move headquarters, so he'll still be able to.
They'd want to go to New York, and they'd want to have different offices across the nation.
Yeah, maybe.
Because you got to have that marketing visibility. You got to be in San Francisco, you got to be in New York, or at least Silicon Valley, somewhere there.
Uh-huh.
So I was thinking.
Very true.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Ethan, let's hear some of your cons.
Here are the cons?
Yep.
All right. Well, I mean, the cons are all pretty obvious. Like, if it goes bad, it could go really bad. They have to pay, like, the Sarbanes-Oxley stuff. What else? Managers won't be as focused on customers. They'll be much more focused on investors and kind of like, take that short-term view to make numbers rather than actually doing what's best for the company. It just seems like kind of
the big one.
It seems like kind of a big compromise. I don't know.
And another thing I thought about was, they had the botched IPO just a few years earlier.
Yeah.
I don't think the market was still there. Mm-hmm. I think the silicon technology bubble was still bursted. I don't know if the market had rebounded enough yet.
I don't think it had.
I don't think so. I was about to say, they said it was pretty unpredictable with it. So.
And then my numbers had that as the valuation would be less going that route than the other route. And the cost.
Yeah.
I mean,
the cost is
millions of dollars that it costs to do IPO. With your attorney fees, you got to do your printing fees. I mean, I can't believe printing fees can cost over $1 million to get the stupid stocks printed.
Yeah, what was it from a couple of cases ago? I think it was like this size, about $11 million to go IPO.
Yeah, so you're going to have
something absolutely ridiculous like that.
So you have the cost too is there, but
Well, I think one of my biggest concerns is, since they had already tried and flopped, if they tried again, it didn't go very, very public, and I think it would really hurt the company. It's not just
but it
oops, well, we screwed up trying.
It could be a pro too, because you already went down that path once before, and hopefully you learn from your mistakes.
True.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I gotta get going, guys, but I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
Yes, Have a good night.
You guys take it easy.
Have fun, work.
Yay.
Okay, so let's sell this baby. Do the acquisition. What's some of the pros?
Quick cash.
Yeah, cash, quick and easy.
I put down, take the money and run.
Yeah.
He did say Christmas would come early.
And I mean, my numbers have them giving the most money that way. The valuation would be the most. When you said 2 times guaranteed of the last evaluation, I mean, my little clicker is going 258 million, 307 million. That would make your investors happy, because they're going to get that 30. They're going to get way past the 30%, way past the 50%.
Yeah, It's really a good deal. Like,
and The investors might be doing a little jig, you know. You might think they're Irish or something, man. Dancing that jig. So there's that. But I can't think of a whole lot of other pros. Can you think of pros?
It does.
It's just like, yeah, it's just a simple, easy way to get a lot of money, essentially.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's really
But-
what he was looking for, because he was already pretty set. He didn't
Yeah,
really
he-
start the company
he
to make
did.
more money.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he's after money.
No, he was more after the challenge and
Dang, that lasted for a long time.
the drive.
It went down. And it was almost a
Yeah.
half a minute, maybe. I'm so proud of my. So the cons.
If he sells it, it will most likely move out of Montana whatsoever over that.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
that erases. Yeah, that erases
If
his
he wa-
goal.
Well, and also if he wants to stay involved in it, then that's going to be a lot more traveling for him. 'Cause I'm sure they could work something out where he's commuting from or working from home, but he's still going to have to be doing a lot of traveling. And right now, it seems like his kids are a little bit more of a priority.
I have loss of control. You lose control.
Definitely.
Of
He'd go from being an owner and it's his baby to being an employee.
or totally out of all together.
Yeah.
And he didn't like the retirement from the last time he sold out his company.
Mhm.
And he wanted to bring
Unless
the
he wants to
jobs
start something
Bozeman.
else.
He'd promised the 2,000 jobs to Bozeman.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 400, so he's a little bit short there. But still 400 is a lot.
Especially in Bozeman. It's like a quarter of the town there.
Well, Bozeman's bigger now, but yeah, at that time,
At the time, it was what, 27,000 something, it said?
Yeah.
27,500,
town.
and that was mainly the university. The majority of it was the university. At least I thought I read that in here. Maybe I didn't.
Well,
Yeah.
the
That was-
majority of people were associated with the university. I think
Yeah, something
jobs
like
is what I took it to mean.
Right.
Five-
At least the educated
530,
ones that he was recruiting.
that. So I can't think of the other con I had. I didn't.
I thought it
Oh,
was something kind of hypothetical.
my other con was he was positioned to really have the company grow. That was a
Mhm.
good thing right down. I mean,
Yeah, he was in a good spot.
he'd built the team finally. The team was built.
Mhm.
He scoured all over for those different people, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one position that he took 18 months to fill.
Was that the Forbes position? I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Forbes.
Yeah.
That he's spent so much time looking for exactly the right person and the right candidate for that job, and then to go and sell it, chances that candidate's going to say, "No, I'm leaving."
Yeah, I mean, he built that team,
No.
and he took, like you said, a long time to build it, and all the people he hired were successful. I mean, he didn't want to hire people that weren't successful. He didn't want to hire, this guy could be really good. He wanted to have,
Yeah.
this guy is really good.
He wasn't calling the local temporary staffing agency.
Right.
Yeah.
He wasn't calling the job service place.
And
One thing that I'm
No.
curious about is, now that he's in politics, I wonder if he had aspirations to go into politics from the start, and he wanted creating 2,000 jobs for Montanans to be on his resume.
Never know.
Yeah,
wouldn't hurt.
Good question.
yeah. But that would definitely be a con of selling the company, because then his future
Mhm.
aspirations for government would, that wouldn't have gone as well.
Okay, so the last one. I want to have yes by. grow.
That's the one
Okay,
I
yes,
went with.
On acquisition and grow.
Yeah. He's poised. He's got of his team in place. Been growing double digits ever since, for a few years now.
My first thing
During the recession, but
they were projected to have their first year of net income. That's always a good thing, especially when you're making that kind of money.
Yeah.
Think they're going to do 60 million and have net income? Yeah. The team was all put together. They were ready to take off. It's like they were on the launching pad.
I don't know that they were even still on the launching pad. I think they were halfway up through their thrust.
Yeah.
They had already jumped up halfway up to where they could start dropping the kind of really taking off.
Give it one more time to see if I'm going to say yes before I just nod my head blindly. I don't want to do that. Let's see. Okay, so you went 99, 2 million, 2011 million, 2001, 21 million, 2002, 26.9 million, and 2003, 35.9 million roughly. It was 879, so might as well bounce it up to 9. So yeah, but see, they were projecting 60 million, so that's a difference of almost 25 million. So I would say they were already ignited. Now they were ready to have the big blast off.
Yeah, they were pretty well set.
And like I said, he finally had built the team. He had the team built that he thought it would take him there. And he wanted to bring the 2,000 jobs to Bozeman, and they were like 1,600 short at the time. I thought that was really important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think that was more important to him than the cash, the quick exit that he could have had.
Yeah, because he had the money. I don't think money was a motivating factor for him. I think he wanted to grow his baby.
Yeah.
So
prepare for
cons,
later career.
I can't really think of a lot of cons. Less cash, maybe. More hard knocks. The future's uncertain.
Yeah.
He knows that his competition knows that he's a threat. But that could be a pro too, See. Anyway, so I said to grow. What do you like?
Yeah.
I like to grow.
I like that option as well.
That was my
it just seems
that was maybe take the cash and run because he could try retiring again and start another business.
Well, I don't know.
Before.
Maybe I'm projecting a little bit of Montana stereotype on him. Just what I've heard. But they seem to be kind of like the maverick. I'm not afraid of hard work. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to go do.
But he was a transplant, wasn't he?
He was, yeah.
He moved to Montana.
Yeah, he moved to Montana because he fell in love with it as a teenager.
Yeah.
But that just kind of seemed to be a little bit of his personality. I'm going to roll up my sleeves, get in there and work. He's definitely not afraid of work. He started at cold calling people before he even had a product.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit risky there, but
very confident, I would say.
Yeah.
Starts the business at $5,000, and in 2011 business sells for 1.5 billion. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good money.
Yeah.
So we all say grow, and we were wrong because he went with IPO, which I said no on.
Yeah.
I totally said no. That was my strongest one. For sure, don't do the IPO. You've been down that road, don't do it. But it said they went IPO in 2004, so it'd have to be It takes about 9 months
Yeah,
for the IPO to work. So,
yeah, and I think it was just too early when they tried the first time. I think they would be more successful the second time, definitely, but the first time it was just way
41
too early.
million at IPO from the shares and stuff that they sold, and after all the expenses. But God,
41?
yeah, 41 million is what I read they raised.
Huh, okay.
I still say he should have grown it some more. Like you said, the old Montana spirit, a little bit more hard work, a little bit more elbow grease, get the thing going. And they never did. The most they ever had working in Bozeman was 500.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yep. They had offices, I think, in San Francisco and New York.
But you know, that's 500 jobs more than they had when he started it, so.
Right.
Yeah.
When he started by himself making cold calls, selling a product he hadn't made yet. But he had an idea.
Well, I like how he kind of used it as market research.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was smart.
This is what people want. Now let's go build it. Yeah.
So anyway, kind of a fun case.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
Nice.
But yes.
Well,
Yeah. So Ethan, you want to post this?
yeah, I can do
on
that. I don't know how to
discussion
do it.
board? Okay.
I don't know how to do a timestamp.
Oh, I don't think it said anything
Um,
about meeting one.
I don't think Jordan ever does a timestamp.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she just puts the link on there.
Held up a little sign saying, "Here it is."
Okay.
Yeah, she just puts the link for where she posted on YouTube.
Okay. Well, yeah, I know how to do that then.
Yeah.
Yeah, the summary's at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there we go.
True.
Hey Rex, now that the meeting's over, I have a funny story for you. You might actually enjoy it.
He hasn't turned off the live yet. So.
So I work for LifeLock. It's an identity protection company. And one of our clients called in the other day, and I was working with him. His identity's been stolen, so I was kind of walking him through the process of what we need to do to get it all fixed. And part of that process was to call one of the credit cards that somebody had set up fraudulently. And he like totally ripped into this poor little rep. And I basically told him, sit down and shut up. You know, the member.
Uh-huh.
And the whole time his name was sounding familiar to me. I couldn't figure out why, but it just sounded familiar. I came home and Googled it. I can't tell you who he is, but he's like he's the former CEO of a company that was bought out by Microsoft. And he's a pretty big person, multimillionaire.
Uh-huh.
And I'm sitting there telling him to sit down and shut up so I can do my job. And then he actually emailed me and apologized. It was pretty funny. I was just like, okay, so I've got this big CEO here that
I just told him to sit
It's
down.
I'm like, okay, so let me go ahead and handle this part of the call, okay? This is what I do. I know what questions to ask, so shh. That's pretty funny. His assistant called in later, and she's like, yeah, he was a little mortified when he got off the phone. Well, you know, but I just
got back from his mission this April, and he's at BYU Idaho right now in Rexburg. My wife was looking at his bank account, and she said, "No, it was charges by somebody. Was charging his bank account. Somebody was fraudulently charging. They charged over $542 on his bank account.
Oh, that's
charging
not good.
for something he didn't ask for, type deal. Fees.
Did he call the bank?
Yeah, I guess they returned $542, but we told him not to spend it yet because it's under whatever.
Under review? Oh, that's standard. They always do that.
So
it takes them about 2 weeks to do the review.
Yeah. So anyway, hopefully that doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
That's a lot for a college student.
It is. It really is. Yep.
I mean, he'd been struggling with finances as it is. That made it all the worst.
Yeah.
I think he
Yeah,
finally got his
definitely.
classes paid for, finally. You know, so.
Yeah. So was it somebody that got a hold of his credit card, or was it a company that he had bought something from and they just kept charging him?
I don't know. It was a fee coming on his bank account. It was a monthly fee type deal or service fee of some kind.
Uh-huh.
Is what it sounds like to me from his bank
Ah.
account. So they were just taking it out of his bank account monthly. If somebody was ripping him off.
Yeah, those are hard to fight if it's been going on for a while.
And I mean, it was like $29 and $19 and boom, boom, boom.
Mm-hmm.
Like a 2 or 3 month period, you know. And so anyway, they credited back the money. And she said, just kind of hold that money there. Don't spend it.
Don't spend
In
it.
case some of the fees they can't get all the fees back or whatever, you know, type deal.
Yeah. I also police report and an FTC complaint and sends that into the bank. That actually carries more weight.
Oh, well, he just went down and talked to the bank today.
Yeah.
And then his car went started.
Oh, jeez.
So he called me up and said, Dad, my car won't start. I'm like, oh, I don't know what to tell you, son. I'm on the other side of the state. So I told him a couple things, you
Got a
know, I
step
said,
here.
make sure, take it, turn the key, pull it out, park, stay back and park. You know, he said, it's turned over, but it won't fire. And so, anyway, that didn't work. So I'm thinking fuel pump or fuel filter.
Yeah.
I said, is it getting gas? I don't know. I said, well, do you smell gas? No. Well, I'm not getting gas then. So, anyway.
Probably not.
So he told me he had a buddy or something like that from class that's main mechanic at Walmart. And I'm like, Walmart? What mechanics do you have at Walmart?
Tell him to take it into the mechanic department at BYU, Idaho.
So he got a hold of this guy. They're going down to check it out at the bank. Get down there and the car's gone. So he's like, either Skyler, which is my younger son, let's see, about 2 years younger, either he got it started and took it, and he's in class now, or it got towed. So I doubt it got towed, you know, in 2 hours at the bank parking lot.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
So it's like,
in Rexburg, it's pretty safe. I would think it's pretty nice parking lot. So,
yeah. Well, I hope it works out for him.
yeah. So, what a wonderful, wonderful life, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, got a temple, little open house tomorrow, so it's gonna be fun.
Nice.
Go through the new temple. I'm not sure when my kids are performing for the open or the actual dedication, but I guess they get to sing, so that'll be fun too.
Ooh,
I see
that will be.
girls, yeah. And the one that's older, that's a junior in high school, she's like, I said, you're gonna do it. And then they had practice Saturday, and she was just didn't want to do it. And I got lockup this week, church lockup, where I have to go in and check the building. In fact, my wife left, got my lockup key, so I can't go do lockup right now. But anyway, the girls went in with me Sunday night, and man, they're both singing the songs and stuff with it. So, and then she said, oh, I got this field trip. I'm supposed to go for school on Wednesday. So anyway, she was all bummed. I think my wife called the teacher and said, hey, we'll meet you over there or something like that, because they're going to Boise.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so she's excited now where she wasn't before.
Cool. Well, that's good.
Yep.
Because that'll be a great experience that she'll remember for a long time.
And she's like, well, I don't know the songs. I don't want to do it. And then, yeah, she said, you're going anyway. Happy or sad, you're going to go. And I said, you'll regret it if you don't. And so went to practice, and ever since then she's been singing and the songs that she didn't know. She's been singing these songs. Yeah, she knows them now. Never say,
Well, that's good.
which one do you like the best? You know, the two brothers comparing notes. It was pretty funny.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Okay, well,
All right. We should probably get going.
good luck with the
Sure,
other
Ethan.
paper.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was watching the video.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I'm sure Ethan's ready to go.
Well,
He's
you can
waiting for us to
turn
finish
off the
chatting.
recording now, Ethan.
What's that?
The long chat session.
No problem. All
All
right.
right,
Alrighty.
well,
Well, you guys have a
on
good night.
Tuesday.
Yep.
Yep, Tuesday.
Yay! 8:30. Mountain
All
Standard Time, Trish. Daylight savings.
Yeah.
Cool.
Same with us now. So anyway. Hey, we'll see you.
I know. Hey, I like the later time. Okay. Good night.
Yeah. All right,
Bye.
night.